Hello, I'm Janet.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Amber.
And we are two girls and a bottle of wine.
Because men like boobs.
And girls like wine.
We are all three back together and the computer's working, so we should be solid. Yay!
Right?
Yay!
How long has it been since Ashley's been on the podcast?
Like 2 months.
I think so.
Yeah.
I missed you.
It's been like 10 weeks, I think.
You can tell she's pregnant. She's counting in weeks.
By my calculations.
How is the mother-to-be doing?
She's okay.
Oh, no.
Pregnancy's a lot harder than I thought.
In what way? Can you share, or do you feel comfortable sharing?
Yeah, no, it's just, I think it's a lot of uncertainty. You have a little pain or something here or there, and because I've never been through it before, I don't know whether it's something to worry about or not. So that's been happening a lot, or like, is this normal? Is this not normal? And oh my gosh, the acid reflux is horrible.
I've heard that.
Worse. Oh my gosh. Every single day I feel like I'm breathing fire, and I could just be eating like spinach the whole time and I would still feel like I'm breathing fire.
How far along are you now?
I am 30 weeks. I'll be 31 on Friday.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Belly's getting big. I know you guys can see it, but some people
Ooh.
can't.
We're going to need a belly bump pic to post with the podcast. I mean, if you want to. You don't have to.
Okay.
I know you're not a big
Fine.
social media person, so I haven't been able to track your pregnancy via social media.
Yeah, no, I've pretty much stayed off of it. I do have like a lot of people who are like, "Oh, I had no idea you were pregnant," and I was like, "Yeah, well, you should listen to the podcast then."
Right? Jeez.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, we've been so busy. That's the big reason why I haven't been on the podcast, is we were busy selling a house and buying a condo and moving into it, and Porter's being loud. But
We can't hear him. I can't hear him.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. My background noise is diminished, huh? With these new headphones.
I like
I know,
that.
I noticed that.
Can I see the part that goes in your ear? Like the actual part that goes... Take it out.
Oh, wait. I have to take this one out because otherwise it'll like hang up.
Let me see. Oh, very nice.
It's a Bose one.
Oh, fancy.
And because I tried Pat's iPhone ones and they're just like too big for my ears.
That's
They,
my
like, fall out.
problem. That is my problem. So I still wear those really big ones that aren't wireless, or they are wireless, but they're not like just in the ear. They're all over my head. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He upgraded me to the 21st century.
Yay!
22nd century. What are we in now? 21st still?
Nobody knows anymore.
Where are we? Amber, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're tired.
I'm tired.
I saw your post today. Was that today? Yeah, I think it was today.
Yeah, it was this morning. Things are tough in the lab, and so I am very tired.
But on the plus side, you look like you're wearing a Snapchat filter.
Yeah.
Oh, I do, with my eyelash.
Did you just get them redone?
I did. I got them done today.
What color?
So we have the traditional black, but we also have blue and blue glitter ones.
Ooh. I didn't see
Match
this.
your hair.
Did you post it?
I just posted something.
Oh.
And then my lash lady also posted my lashes almost right away, which normally she doesn't post my lashes until like days later.
Mm-hmm.
But these ones are very, they're very pretty.
I just pulled up your Instagram. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, you know.
Well, Ashley, do you want to catch us up on what's been going on with your life before we jump into all things Two Girls topic related?
Sure. Yeah. So I mean, pregnancy obviously has been taking a big role. Since I last talked to you guys, we had been anyone who knows me knows that we've been renovating our house for the last like 6-7 years since we've lived in it, basically. We finished those renovations, put the house on the market, went through 2 iterations of potential buyers, and ended up closing on the house in like mid-October. And at the end of August, we bought a condo. And between then and now, we've been working on fixing it up. And now that we sold the house, we're living in the middle of construction again, which if anyone's ever done that, you know how horrible it is, and how slow it is. But we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I have a place to sit and work and not yet cook, but that's tonight. Yeah, making food has been a struggle in our little kitchen.
You living off ramen?
Yeah, right. No, I wish I could. My acid reflux won't let me do that. But anyone who is looking to downsize from a house to a condo, my biggest advice to you would be to take a look at everything you own and divide it by 4. And that's how much you should take into your condo with you.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's been our biggest issue, is trying to weed out all the things that we had taken on since owning a house. I mean, you know this, well, both of you now, but you just accumulate things, and like, you don't think about the garage and you don't think about the basement being storage places until you don't have those anymore. And now it's like, right. Where are we going to store that that big old saw that Pat got for Christmas 2 years ago?
So are you renting a storage unit?
Yes, we are renting a storage unit. Because there are things that we wanted to keep that we're not going to use in the condo, but we'll probably use in a house one day, because condo's not forever. It's just a temporary living situation. But, you know, like all the Christmas gear that I've collected over the last year for like our outdoor decorations, which we had a bomb outdoor decor. So I'm kind of sad and relieved at the same time that we don't have to do that this year.
That's true. That's true. Are you going to decorate the inside Christmas-wise?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Just, we have a couple other things that we have to finish putting away. And then I'm hoping that maybe this weekend or sometime next week, we can go get all of our Christmas decorations and put the tree up.
Yes, I have next weekend put aside for Christmas decorating, because I'm going back to Missouri to see the family for Thanksgiving. And so I usually decorate that weekend, right? Because we're off work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'm like, I'm not going to have that this year. Crap. So I was like, we're decorating early. I'd rather be early than late.
That's the big debate, though, this year, is a lot of people who wait until Thanksgiving have been decorating early because COVID is, you know, taking over, and 2020 is just horrible. So we need Christmas spirit earlier. Yeah, holiday spirit, I should say, not Christmas.
Well, Nick said that people that listen to the holiday music this early are psychopathic. And
what? It's been in my car the whole time.
Right?
The new Cozy on,
Cozy switched.
And apparently, and Nick, my other Nick, Regan and Nick, they have been listening to Christmas music all year long, just because that's their happy place. And so 2020 has been so insane that that's all they listen to is like Christmas music all the time.
I love it. Well, awesome. Tell your first Nick, who lives with you, that I think he's crazy that he's not participating in Christmas early this year.
I know, right?
Right. Yeah. I've started watching the Hallmark Christmas movies. They started, the new ones started dropping, I think, October 24th. So Steve and I, we've been watching him because he's home, so he has to. And I'm very excited. Very excited. Well, it's so nice to have you back. Are you all caught up on all the shows?
I'm glad to be back. Yes, I am. Well, except for Dancing with the Stars, but that was never one that I was super committed to.
What?
But
Caitlin,
technically, I'm not So I'm caught up on Big Brother and I'm caught up on Bachelorette, and but I'm not caught up on An Amazing Race. So if you guys started watching that,
but
you haven't started watching?
No. I've watched like I think we've watched the first 3 episodes.
Okay.
I like a week behind.
I didn't watch the most recent one because there was a bunch of things that were canceled because of canceled, but the election was over it, and so we didn't get Nick and I tried to watch multiple things. Okay,
so Nick and I might be in the same spot.
Nick and I don't watch it from the app. So I can't do it.
If I go to watch a show that I have on my DVR and there's something preemptive, I immediately stop my life and pull up the ABC app or the CBS app because you can.
No.
Well, crap.
So since moving into the condo, shameful plug, we used to have Dish, and we can't have Dish now because we can't have any satellite service because of our line of sight. We can't get there, so we have to do everything via Xfinity or streaming. So I have Sling, which is nice, but Sling doesn't have. You have the ability to do locals, but I can't because I don't have line of sight again. So we've been using Xfinity to log into all of the different apps to watch the local television shows. But it's crazy how locals really do dominate your life.
They do. They really do. CBS and ABC, I need them. And Hallmark. That's it. That's all I need in my life.
It's hilarious. Look at Piper.
I know. We got a special guest. Hi, Piper.
No, she misses her dad. So Nick has not been home yet. I think he was going to go grocery shopping, and she's been stuck with me all day. So.
Well, Amber, what are you drinking?
So we spent over, I should show you guys the picture of how much alcohol I bought this last weekend. Last week was rough. And it was a good insight into what will be happening in my life in the lab and at work. And so Nick and I went to Applejack's, which just opened up a new location over by us. And we spent just about $1 over 200. So we spent $201 on alcohol this last weekend because WTF COVID. So anyways, one of the items that I bought was house wine rosé. So there was a woman there who had these 3 tiny little dogs with her that were so cute. And she wouldn't stop talking, so I just got the house wine so she'd stop talking to me. She was very nice, but it was getting to be a lot. And I was just wanting alcohol. And it has glitter in it.
Because you put it in there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I saw your video. With glitter. Yes. That's awesome. I'm drinking the Truly again. Because that's kind of my kick right now.
I will say that, Janet, you should try the Stella Rose watermelon sparkling wine.
I think really good?
It might not be sparkling, but it's kind of got a sweeter taste to it. It's not overly sweet, but I really liked it. It was very refreshing. I drank 2 of those last night.
Oh my goodness. Happy Tuesday.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, don't worry, Ashley. I'm drinking for you.
Thank you. I can't wait to be able to drink and not be looked at shamefully.
Right. Well, Amber, I think you put this in the notes about the new wine from Pennsylvania. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. So the hard part is that I put all of this stuff in there. I read all of it, but then I put it in there so long ago that I'm barely remembering what it is. But there is a little Pennsylvania winery that released a bottle of wine this year, and it's probably the best wine name for the product of 2020. So it's basically called Shit Show, and except for it's spelled SH exclamation point T and then show. And the website itself for Shit Show it's full of sarcastic little jokes, and everybody just saying no shit. And you can certainly tell that someone was having a lot of fun making it. But I thought it was a really cute little show, or a cute little wine name. And their whole goal behind it was just wanting to make people smile. And they understand that there's, there's nothing funny about what's going on right now, but at the same time, we have to find a little lightheartedness and a little fun in everything. I mean, we can't just be dark and gloomy all the time just because things are tough. And so they put this wine out there, and they're also working on a nonprofit collaboration that's going to see that a portion of all proceeds from Shit Show Wine is going towards increasing mental health awareness and helping people access assistance. And so I really thought that was one. I love the name, obviously. But I also thought the fact that they were trying to get their proceeds to go towards mental health awareness, especially during these times, we probably need it more than, maybe we have in the past. I think that you can get it online. I have not ordered it yet. But yeah, if you're outside of the U.S., though, you're out of luck. You can only get it shipped within the U.S.
That's awesome. You'll have to let us know. They have a Cab and a Merlot. Right? A Cab and Merlot blend?
Yeah. Oh, so
that's what it is. So it's definitely right up your alley and Ashley's in like 12, 13 weeks. Well, that's awesome. Well, let's jump into the shows. You want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Dancing with the Stars. Ashley,
yes.
Bear with us. There was some big news a couple weeks ago about Jenny Mai. She was hospitalized due to an illness. And it was supposed to be a double elimination week right before that happened. And I can't pronounce the name of the diagnosis, but it's an inflammatory condition. But since then, she's confirmed that she's doing okay. She's had surgery. And if she would have waited one more day, her throat could have closed up.
Yeah, it's insane how much timing means. That's why they always say, if you have any questions at all, go now. Don't go later.
Right.
So.
And then I found this article about Caitlin's partner, Artem, and his dating history. Were you aware of this?
No.
I was not either. He's dated half of Hollywood, I swear to God. Or half of the dancing industry. Or both. I don't even know.
Yeah, he's dated half of the show almost.
Yeah. So in 2003, he dated Giselle Peacock, who he met at the Blackpool Dance Festival. And they married in 2004, but split the following year. Very quick. Very quick. And then this next one, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my computer to scroll down.
Ashley, do you have it up? No. Okay.
So you said Giselle, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I'm on the right thing. So he apparently, before they joined Dancing with the Stars, he was also dating Carrie Ann Inaba. Is that how you say her last name?
Yeah. Yeah.
They met on So You Think You Can Dance in 2006. And so they actually dated for nearly 3 years before splitting in 2009.
Is that why she's so hard on Caitlin?
It's a long relationship.
It is.
Right?
Is that why she's so hard on Caitlin?
That's what I was wondering too. And I know that she was a little rough on the commentary last week or the week before, where she was almost arguing with Artem. And I know that he also came out at some point. I don't know that I put the article in here, but talking about how the judges all need to get on the same page with their voting and all of this. So he's definitely stirring some pots, I think.
Right.
I don't know if you guys had read, but I had also heard, and I don't know how true this is, that Carrie Ann had tried out for Bachelor or Bachelorette and gotten rejected. So fans were speculating that could also be a reason why she was being so hard, on Hannah last year and Caitlin this year.
Wonder.
That's crazy.
I don't know how much truth there is to it. Those are, the subreddits of the black internet, but
interesting. I hadn't heard that.
I'm Googling. Are you Googling?
Me too.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, you go ahead and Google. I'll talk about the next one. Kara Toynton. In September 2010, he went on season 8 of Strictly Come Dancing and was partnered with actress Kara Toynton. The couple went on to win the season and began a relationship. She confirmed that the pair had split 4 years later, in 2014. And then
he moves on to Misha Barton.
Wait, you missed one.
Yeah.
OC?
Yep. During season 22 of Dancing with the Stars, he was paired up with actress Misha Barton. And they had quite the rocky partnership, but apparently went on a few dates after the OC alum was eliminated. And his rep has denied their relationship was ever romantic, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They just did it.
The one you missed before Misha is Tori DeVito. In 2016, the pro dancer began dating One Tree Hill alum Tori DeVito, although nothing dramatic happened between the pair. Us Weekly confirmed in May of 2017 that she called it quits after having to move east after landing a role in Chicago Med. That's a good reason to break up.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I scrolled right past her. So then he's also dated Nikki Bella, who he met in 2017, and she was also cast as his partner on season 25 of Dancing with the Stars. The former wrestler was engaged to John Cena at the time, but after she split from Cena the next year, she actually reconnected with Artem, and the former partners got engaged in January 2020. Is this serious? Former partners got engaged in January 2020 and welcomed their first son,
That's
Matteo.
who he's with now.
Yeah, 7 months later in July.
I knew he just had a baby, but I didn't know who his partner was. And then to read this article, I was like, Nikki Bella? That I don't even see that. You go from John Cena to him?
Right. Yeah, I don't see it for either one of them.
No.
It's very odd.
So last week on Dancing with the Stars, Trishelle was eliminated, and she was recently on someone's podcast. I forget who. I've seen her face all over. Maybe after she was eliminated, she was on everyone's podcast. I don't know. What are you looking at?
I'm still trying to figure out if Carrie Ann ever tried out for Bachelorette, but so far I'm not seeing anything. So
last week, the bottom two were Sky and Chrishell. And Chrishell did also almost become Bachelorette. That we talked about on the last podcast. It's crazy how these shows are all connected. ABC family, right?
No. Well, and Caitlin was it the lowest score last week that she got so far in the competition? I was a little nervous for a minute.
She's got Bachelor Nation behind her, so I think she's going to be okay. I just keep telling myself that. She's going to be okay. What was that, Amber?
So I forgot that the glitter that I put in my wine is blue, but my wine itself is pinkish because it's rosé.
So it's purple.
And so I went to go pick it up and it was like greenish and I was like, well, that's not good. But then I remembered colors. It's fine.
Do you have anything else to talk about when it comes to last week's Dancing with the Stars? I didn't put any notes down. It wasn't a great scoring week for Caitlin, but...
Yeah. I don't think I don't have any other notes.
This week was my favorite. I say that every time, but it was Icons Week, and she did Britney Spears, who is my all-time non-country person.
Yeah, I may have forgotten to watch it.
Well, crap. I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm spoiling the crap out of it because this is your job. No, it's not, but
I know.
But go ahead.
I saw the recap on ET, so I already know what happens.
Yeah, I saw her Instagram, so I don't know who got eliminated, but I saw her Instagram, and then I also didn't watch it because I was watching last week and this week's Bachelorette last night. So at least I have that to talk to. So I swapped it.
So my favorites from this week are Nelly. He did Tupac's California Love, which I love that song. I love Tupac. It's weird. Doesn't align with most of my other music tastes, but I really like him. And he got a 24 out of 30. AJ McClain danced to Queen's song, Somebody to Love, and he got a 21 out of 30. Caitlin did the tango to Britney Spears' Toxic, and she got a 30 out of 30. Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
She was very excited. Her and Jason had like a little thing that was super excited about her, all 10s.
Yes. And then after the regular performances, they did the once per season dance-off challenge in which two couples face off. And let's see, Justina and Sasha went up against Caitlin and Artem, and Justine won. Justine and
Really?
Sasha won. Yeah.
I buy it.
And then Nellie went up against Sky. Sky won. And then AJ and Johnny went against each other. And AJ got the bonus points. The bottom two ended up being AJ and Johnny Ware. And AJ went home. Bye-bye, Backstreet Boy.
sad.
Boy. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's Dancing with the Stars. How about
Good
the
time.
I'm surprised Johnny Weir's lasted as long as he has, because I did watch the first 2 weeks, I think, because we were in Florida then.
Mm-hmm.
And because I didn't think that he was towards the top or anything, so he must have really improved.
I think so. He's been consistently okay. I didn't write down his scores for this week.
I mean, he's got
He's
that
not on
whole
my radar.
ice skating background stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought he would be really good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of his. I just fast forward.
So the Masked Singer. Are you guys caught up with that? I feel like I led
Okay.
the conversation with Dancing with the Stars.
Well, so
Oh,
was it last week that also did Masked Singer get taped over last week? I seriously have no concept of time right now.
I'm with you.
What day? What happened?
Is Masked Singer normally on Wednesdays?
Yes. And I almost always watch it.
Oh my gosh. Well, Wendy Williams was revealed, and Bob,
that's right. I did.
and
watch
Bob
that.
Saget. And I gotta say, Candace Cameron Bure, she spoiled the Bob Saget reveal for me, but I wasn't mad about it because I love Candace Cameron Bure. Because she was watching The Masked Singer and was like, "Oh my gosh, I know that voice anywhere. That's Bob Saget. You know, he played the dad in Full House."
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who doesn't know that?
Right?
Who doesn't know Bob Saget?
Amber's face looked a little blank.
Oh, because I was still just remembering if I actually saw it or not. My life is very confusing these days. I work a lot of hours.
I understand. How about Big Brother? Can we talk about Big Brother?
Yes. We can talk about Big Brother.
I've been leading this conversation. So, girls, you lead and I will comment.
Okay,
Wait, so where did you guys leave off? Because didn't that end 2 weeks ago?
well, it did, but it was taking place right after. So we did our last podcast the week before the final night.
No, it was the final night. Remember, we were like, we got to get off this podcast and see the finale.
Oh, that's right. We did do it the finale night. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So they did some things.
So it came down to Cody and Nicole. You guys.
Yeah, for HOH.
So where we left off, Nicole had won the first round.
Yeah, Nicole won the first round, and then Cody won the second round. Poor Enzo. He was struggling.
He did not handle that well at all.
He did not. No.
Yeah. That personality that came out of him right there, I was like, ooh, that's not good.
And I was like, oh, hey, that's my husband. Oh, wait. No, he's here.
So then it came down to Cody and Nicole.
It made me so mad, though, because I felt like the answer that Nicole missed was so easy. I even knew the answer to that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know if she was, throwing it or not.
Well, she thought she was a shoo-in.
Because she didn't want, the responsibility of having to choose.
Exactly.
She could easily have come out and said that, and we would believe it, but she hasn't.
No. I mean, I was never rooting for her. I don't know. It's not like I hate her. I've never really been that connected to her. And so I didn't have a feeling either way, necessarily. I would have preferred Cody or Enzo to be taking the final. So,
Cody played a phenomenal game.
He did amazing.
Yeah.
And I do have to say that when all the votes came in and it was unanimous across the board, which is the first time it's happened since 2007, I think, or the second time ever. I think they said I was so happy because you know that when Nicole was walking out, she was super upset. But I appreciated the fact that she still voted for Cody. And I appreciated that everybody else, because they played the game, they respected his game and not like focused on the fact that they were butthurt. So this was the first time that I've actually enjoyed really watching Big Brother outside of, because I still wanted Tyler to win, but it was fine.
This season frustrated me so much because people just like, because I guess it's just such a testament to how good of a game Cody played that nobody else played the game very well. And it just frustrated me so much.
I know.
That people couldn't see like what was going on.
Well, and I thought it was interesting that, you know, Tyler didn't win his season because everybody was mad that he had a final 2 and he had all these deals going with everybody. And they gave it to fucking Casey or whatever the hell her name is because she had a good social game. But basically Cody won off of Tyler's strategy. And Tyler switched his entire strategy because of how it went down the first time for him. And so it was all very interesting. But I was very excited about his win.
Agreed.
Yeah, he definitely deserved the win. And I think I agreed with all of like the side commentary that happened amongst the house guests, like the jury members, where they said if either Nicole or Enzo takes the shot at Cody, then they definitely deserve to win because either of them sitting next to him, they're going to lose.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't seem to see that.
Yeah, neither of them saw that, which I thought was crazy. I was like, how can you know he's playing the best game? Mm-hmm. And yet you want to sit next to him.
Yeah.
Right.
But
can we talk about how Nicole was like so pouting after she left the house? I was like, please stop shaking her. Someone shake her, slap her, tell her to grow up. Oh my gosh. And I guess she's gone.
I think Janelle would slap her.
Oh, yes. Sure. Yes. And I guess she's gone on a big social media unfollowing spree. She's unfollowed Cody, Cody's girlfriend, Danielle, Derek, who beat Cody the last time. And a lot of other Big Brother people.
This is the same thing that I've been mad about ever since I've started watching Big Brother, which I realize has only been like 4 seasons.
I'm so happy for you, though.
I just, like, it makes me so mad that they just get so butthurt that she's like, oh my God, I'm 17. I'm just going to, like, unfollow everybody. It's just ridiculous. I can't handle it.
I did see that she apologized to Ian.
I did see that, yeah.
Oh, that's good. I think I told you guys this last time that I didn't like her from my experience with her on The Amazing Race. And
I can only imagine how childish she was on that show.
Oh my gosh. It was the most frustrating season. And they made it to the final 3. So like you were stuck with her the whole time.
Who was she with? Was she with Victor?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He did not win it though. He carried it.
But totally. Yeah. But so Nick, I know, like, loves her or whatever. And this season just cemented the fact that I didn't like her at all.
So Nick, to your expression, Janet. So Nick thinks that Nicole just comes in from the back. So, like, you don't really think about it. And she plays this really good game and she's got this really good strategy. And then she, like, all of a sudden comes out on top. And for the most part, I mean, it did kind of happen like that. Like, she managed to stay kind of in the background, but at the same time, it was because she wasn't good at anything. But he kept telling me, just wait. And it was towards the end, which she did. She started winning when it mattered. But at the same time, I always hate it when they're like, well, I won when it mattered. It matters the whole season. So, I don't know.
I would like to know if any other first house HOHs have won in the past. Because usually that puts a big bullseye on you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Mickey win the first one last year?
Yeah, I think he did, too.
You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe Never mind. I just thought that was cool. It's like the first impression rose. How many times does that person take the ring?
I think that was the smartest strategy, because if you win right away, like, that's how he was able to have those final 2 and the final 3 and the final 4 right away, because he had the power. So everyone was like, all right, let's cement this right now. I keep talking with my hands.
And Big Brother has been renewed for next year, so yay. There's kind of been some questions, because there's always some controversy, because they're on 24/7 feeds. People are not all kind, and they say things. I don't think it was as bad this year, but making fun of Ian was, I think, the thing that came out, and there's no tolerance for that.
Especially on an all-star season, you've done this before. You know that the cameras are there. You know it's going to come out. Look at what happened to Mickey. Like, watch your mouth.
Right. Be kind. Ugh.
Be kind.
Yeah. So, Amazing Race. Last week.
That would be all you.
Last week, the father and son, Jerry and Frank, were eliminated.
Oh, yeah. That's as far as
I did see that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I haven't seen since then.
The top 3, I love the couple, Hung and Chi. I love them. They're who I'm rooting for.
They're okay.
Yeah.
I like the brothers.
I like the brothers, too. Mm-hmm. They're my favorite, and then the NFL players. I don't know why. I just really like them.
Because the one he's kind of dumb. but
they're so funny.
He's lovable.
Yeah.
And then week 4, which, okay, when I say last week, it was the week before last. So last week, which is week 4, because tonight is week 5, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I think you're right.
So they're in South America. No one was eliminated.
So Janet, how are you liking Amazing Race?
It's very stressful. I said this on the last podcast. I'm like, go, go, go. It's like, I'm not a sports person, and because when I was watching sports, I got a little too competitive, and I'm not even playing the game. And I'm like, just freaking hook up the horns to the truck, read the directions, come on, use the freaking, what's the yield? And it stresses me out. But I'm watching it for you. I didn't know that they had weeks where no one was eliminated. I was like, what? No one?
Oh, yeah.
This is a waste of my life.
Well, sometimes it's good, because sometimes it's a team that you don't want to get eliminated. And then sometimes you're like, dang it, I really wanted them out.
I'm team Hung and Chi.
No, I've got Riley and Madison. Mm-hmm. Which I think is who you're thinking are brothers, but they're actually pro volleyball players. They're not brothers. They just look like brothers.
The Beards, right?
Yeah.
I think they're brothers.
I don't know. It doesn't say they're brothers.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying it doesn't say they are.
They're the ones from, like, Alaska or something like that, right?
Yeah. Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii. Well,
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Ish.
Connected United States.
Not in the continental. All right. Well, yes. So, Ashley, thank you for introducing me to this. It is a little stressful. I have to drink a Truly when I watch it. Big Brother doesn't stress me out. Bachelorette doesn't stress me out. Masked Singer. There's so many freaking groups.
Yeah, there are, but I love it. I can't help myself.
I'm not as, I don't want to solve the puzzle. I like the costumes. To solve the puzzle,
but I'm not good at it.
No, I'm horrible. Ashley, how is, because you're usually like.
Yeah, I think I told you, I'm like really behind on the Masked Singer. I think I'm like still, I don't know. I've like only seen, I think 3 people unmasked. But Pat saw some spoilers, so it's like... You're not
supposed to do that.
I know. That's what I told him.
Did he share them with you?
No, he didn't.
Good.
So, but my guesses for who I thought was the puppet were completely wrong, apparently, based on the spoilers. So I don't know if they've unmasked that guy yet or not, but
The puppet?
yeah, the moon guy.
The space guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was unveiled. And it was amazing, and I loved it.
Apparently my guess was way off.
What was your guess?
My guess was the guy from, he's the puppet guy, the one who did like America's Got Talent or whatever.
It was not him.
No.
I don't know who that is, but it was not him.
Mm-mm. No.
Like Dunham? Jeff Dunham?
Oh. Yeah, no, it wasn't him.
No.
It was so good. You have to watch it.
All right, I'll watch it. But you can talk about it.
Yeah.
We've already have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did.
So I see you've caught up on the podcast, Ashley.
Well, I haven't wanted to be spoiled.
Mm-hmm. So, Bachelor Nation time?
Yes, because I also have new news that came out 4 hours ago.
And I have my fingers on the
Are they
pulse.
broken up?
Who?
No.
Who? Oh, Claire?
Well, so there is like this whole like article that came out where it's like, oh, are Claire and Dale broken up? No, they're not. They've been on social media all day posting like photos and blah, 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 which doesn't necessarily mean anything, but they're fine. So a couple weeks ago, I think, maybe it was longer than that. I lose track of time, as we all know. But it was announced that Crystal Nielsen and Chris Randone had gotten a divorce. They had split from each other.
He was on the
she's
Blake.
pregnant.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, she's pregnant. She just announced that today, like 4 hours ago, that her and her new man are extremely excited to announce that she is pregnant.
Do we know this man?
Gosh. Yeah, so she introduced him like a week ago.
I stopped following her.
Social media.
And so the baby is supposed to arrive in April 2021.
Wow, she's really far along. She probably looks way better than I do.
How do you spell her first name, please?
Krystal. But yeah, when I was logging on and I sometimes just look for Bachelor Nation news before we log onto the podcast. And that was the first article. And I was like, what?
I'm going to Instagram right now because I follow her.
I know.
I like
just came
her
out.
like fitness stuff.
Yeah.
It came out 4 hours ago.
Amber, you're at the top of my feed.
Hey.
You asleep on something.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I had a moment where I needed to talk about how tired the lab is and how let's remember that our lab people outside of just regular nurses and doctors do a great job. But our lab people are also very tired, and let's be kind to one another and wear the fucking mask.
Oh my gosh, she's so small.
Yeah.
I feel fat.
Stop.
You're fine.
She's a fitness person. Oh my gosh. So Chris was just on Blake's podcast talking about how he blocked her and he's just trying to move on. I can't imagine how he's feeling right now.
Well, didn't they have a whole thing about they couldn't get pregnant?
Yeah.
They were,
and it was like a struggle. Like I think they had gone through like some kind of in vitro. I don't know if it was in vitro, but they did something and it wasn't working. And maybe sometimes it's just not meant to be.
Yes, I've known.
Okay, so October
couples.
30th is when she introduced Instagram to her boyfriend.
I stopped following her.
Yeah, I stopped following her too.
How did you see it?
But I also am like, no. I thought on I just searched Bachelor Nation on Google search as we were signing into the podcast, and it was like the first article that popped up because it was so fresh, and I was like, what?
Wow. Well, congratulations, Coach Crystal.
Yes, it's probably going to be a gorgeous baby.
Yeah, they're very beautiful people. You know who else has moved on?
So many people.
Garrett. You shared that article.
Garrett moved on. I did.
I was trying to transition. I'm just trying,
There's
Amber.
so many people that have moved on. Like, I can't keep
But you
track of it
shared
all.
that article.
I know, I forgot.
Who has
Wait,
pregnancy?
Garrett? Becca's Garrett?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who has
He's
pregnancy
got this
brain?
new girl. And he's started, he's been posting, and it actually looked like, so Becca has not unfollowed him, or she at least hasn't blocked him, because Becca actually responded, or they think that she responded when he moved on. So they only split a few months ago. And it's led to believe that a lot of it was due to the differences in their opinions between Black Lives Matter versus police brutality. And so he posted just like, I don't know, like what, a week ago or something, that he has a new lady. And she actually had, so Becca had put an Instagram story up that said, be mindful of how you react to people when you feel disrespected, and captioned it as Sunday lesson. So people are reading into this much like they do everything else. But yeah, he's got a brand new lady. She's super cute though. But
she doesn't have to follow him to know what's happening. You know how it goes. She's definitely not following him using her real account.
Oh,
I just checked. But yeah. Crazy.
Well, and you have to wonder too. I mean, they broke up only a couple months ago, but people were speculating that they've been broken up for a long time. So
yeah,
maybe it was just publicity.
And I think that a lot of the Bachelor, well, probably people in general that are in the public eye, I think a lot of times they do tend to break up like 3 months before it actually gets out. They try to keep it under wraps as much as possible. I mean, Caitlin Bristow did the same thing when her and Sean split. And so it always seems to the public like they're moving on so quickly, but it was really over for, 6 months or whatever. But yeah, I saw that he's got a new lady. So I had to put that link in there.
Yeah. Cassie dropped the restraining order against Colton.
Yeah, and then Colton on the same day or the next day deleted his Instagram account.
Did he delete it, or he just deleted all the photos?
I thought he deleted his entire Instagram account.
He's still on there. He just has no posts.
Oh, is he? Oh, I hate that. That's dumb.
Taylor Swift does that a lot when she's getting ready to release a new album. Maybe he's getting ready to drop something.
Yeah, he's getting ready to drop an album because he's T-Swift. Probably not.
I know we're not there yet, but I'm listening to his book. Love it.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm surprised.
I've never read or listened to any of the memoirs. Any of them, like Andy Dorfman, any of them. So this was my first one, and it's interesting to hear the behind-the-scenes things.
I'm sure it is.
And
I could see that.
That makes sense.
The big virgin, like the things he says and how he was still it's very insightful.
And now he's just tossing his hot dog probably all over Bachelor Nation.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, well, maybe not over Bachelor Nation, but once you pop the cherry and you get your heart broken, people kind of promote, like, get out there.
That's how you become Blake.
To get over someone, you got to get under someone else. Isn't that the quote?
Yeah.
Yes. That is the quote.
Anyway.
Yep.
So let's get into the Bachelorette. Do we want to? Or
yeah.
Ashley, you shared an article this morning about Kaylin.
Oh yeah. Kaylin Miller Keys. I don't know what the update about it is.
I know. I was going to go and try and look, and I forgot.
Earlier today, I think she posted something on Instagram about her brother hasn't been seen in 24 hours, and they can't get a hold of him. And so she is trying to utilize social media to keep on the lookout.
Hayden has been found.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. Yay.
Updated as of 5 hours ago.
You know what I just looked at us, and Amber was typing and doing the research. Did you guys ever watch Criminal Minds?
Yeah. Yes. I still watch it now.
Was it Penelope?
Yeah. Yep.
You are totally our Penelope.
I know.
I funky,
think about
fun
Penelope all the time. She's got like the fun, crazy glasses.
Yes.
And she always got all that stuff around her desk. That's totally me at work. I have unicorns everywhere.
Yeah. You are our Penelope. I love it. Thank you.
I love it. Anytime.
Bachelorette. Ashley, what do you think? We haven't heard your take on anything.
Yeah.
So
Amber's not a Claire
don't know
fan.
if
we know that.
I don't know if it's going to be a popular opinion or not, but I am not a Claire fan.
Nobody is.
I hate Claire.
Agreed.
I surprisingly
I did like her.
Tayshia way better than I liked Claire. And I liked Tayshia way better than I liked Tayshia on Cold Season or Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I watched obviously last night, but I feel the same way. Now, I have never been a fan of Claire. There are some positives that I think, which I kind of have pulled out bits and pieces while we've been talking about the podcast or while we've been talking about the show. And then, there's a couple things in here that I talk about with the men that I think there are positives to Claire's age and different things along that line.
It's more relatable to me.
I think there's like a maturity level and there's a different aspect of like how she's been talking to the men and how those conversations go. But I have many more opinions regarding the last 2 weeks, but I have never been a fan of Claire and I still am not.
See, but I feel the opposite. I feel the exact opposite of what you just said. So Claire, being the older bachelorette, I would assume that the conversations that she's having with the men are so deep and meaningful and like kind of straight to the point. There's not a lot of like small talk kind of thing. But I didn't see any of that because of the Dale obsession and because of, and I don't know if it has to do with the editing or what, but like, I felt like there was no substance with anything she did. And I told Pat last night, I think that the conversations Tayshia's having are way, way deeper than anything that Claire had already had discussed with any of her guys.
Yeah. I think in the beginning, I think like the first episode was when I was like, okay, well, these are at least jumping in instead of like Colton's where it was like, what's your favorite color? Do you like Swedish fish?
Somebody asked that?
No, it just randomly popped into my head and I said it.
Oh. I do like Swedish fish.
Do you know that they came out with Swedish fish tails only?
Why?
Really?
Look it up.
I'm not surprised. They're probably chewier. Do they have sour Swedish fish?
I don't know.
I'd be all over that.
Let me see.
You're giving her pregnancy cravings.
That's why I have the Sour Bright gummies. Those are the best. The Sour Bright worms. The Trolley brand. Look it up.
Yeah.
It's good.
So oddly enough, they do not have a sour version of Swedish fish. However, they have a crush version of Swedish fish mini, but they also do some kind of like packages where you can get like Sour Patch Kids and Swedish fish together. So you eat them together and you kind of get Swedish fish that's sour. Sorry, squirrel. Okay, back to the show.
Squirrel. So this week, there was definitely a whole new vibe. Tayshia, she's beautiful. The men seem happier. Well, most of them. Tayshia really...
Wait, are we going
to
talk about last week's episode?
I didn't like it. Sure.
But I have a comment that says he sticks his pee in her V, and you're not going to even let me say it?
Wait, okay. So let's set it up for you, Amber.
Okay.
So
Claire
what happened
cancels
last week?
Everything to spend time with
she
Dale.
Realizes, she's so in love. Blah, blah, blah.
They have a
And she breaks up with all the guys.
Wait, she hasn't done that yet. She spends time with Dale first.
Oh.
They have a very nice dinner, quote-unquote bachelor dinner, but where they talk about deep stuff. And then
they find out that like their parents have like the same history. And I will say that for this episode, I literally had like 10 lines maybe where I'm like, it's dinner date with Dale. They share similar parental stories. Then he sticks his pee in her V and they wake up naked and it's proposal time.
But so they dance to a performance from the Listen to Your Heart couple.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't mention that because I don't like those people.
I forgot about that.
Aren't they the winners?
Is that the only gig they could get?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I will say though. Oh no, that was Tayshia. Okay, I can't say that yet because that was Tayshia's thing. This is how much I don't even care about Claire.
See, that's why I thought we wouldn't talk about it because we've moved on.
He sticks his pee in her V, and that they wake up naked.
That's adorable.
They did.
That's adorable. That could be a mug.
Yes.
A 2 girls in a bottle of wine mug. All right, are we ready for the happy stuff of this week? Because I was so excited to watch this week. Last week, I was like, meh.
Yeah, last week I could cared less about.
Fast forward to Janet talking about the guys are happier.
Yeah, and they're all really, like you guys said, having deeper conversations, getting to know each other, getting to know Tayshia. Tayshia's getting to know them. And then all of a sudden a limo pulls up and it's like, oh, shoot. I was really hoping they'd bring back some of the guys that were already eliminated.
I know. I was talking to Nick and I was like, whoa, how mad must the men that got like kicked off be when they're watching this, or as they've heard all those stories come out and they're like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers get to come in. Because it was only 4 men.
I wonder if it had to do with like a quarantine kind of thing.
I'm sure they didn't have a ton of backup people.
Right. Yeah, they probably had these 4 on backup is probably what it was.
So when Spencer got out of the limo and he was the first one, I went, "Aw, he's cute. No, he's adorable. A little thin, but he's adorable." And Steve was like, "What?" I've said that about guys before. And then we have porn stash Noah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Montel was fine. Peter, he won't last long.
I only liked Montel's jacket.
That was fun.
Yeah, he
it was like
tight.
velvet pink.
Yeah.
It's a little close to the Tyler Cameron salmon jacket, right?
I think that's what he was trying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you don't like Spencer?
No.
I really like Spencer.
Okay. I didn't like the attitude that he came in with.
It's too different. I don't like that he came in and with the men, he was this cocky little asshole. And then when he sat down with Claire, he was like, or not Claire, Jesus. When he sat down with Tayshia, I was looking at some of my notes, and what I mentioned was that when Tayshia comes in after she greets like the 4 men, and like the first like 4 or 5 men come like at her, I was like, oh, Claire would be so mad because she had that whole fit about how the men didn't approach her. Right. And here, like, all these men are trying to take Tayshia. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was hilarious. That's why I said Claire.
Well, they lost one girl because they didn't step it up.
True.
They're going to totally change their ways.
Oh, but Tayshia's so much better. So totally makes sense. And the guys seem a lot more excited about Tayshia than they do Claire.
Well, she's radiant.
Yeah,
I mean, she's gorgeous.
Off when she got out of the limo, it was a little odd, but it was just too far parted. And like at one point, it was like something about Mary, where there's like this thing like sticking up, and I was like, "What is happening?" But yeah, so I don't like Spencer. I think he's trouble.
She said he was trouble.
Yeah. No, was it Spencer or was it Noah she said was trouble? Because Noah looked back and she was like, what?
Oh, it might have been Noah.
Oh, it might have been Noah. Dang it.
And
I only know their names because you're telling me them right now.
I added them to my list. I didn't print them out, but I added them to my pictures of the men. If you go to abc.com, they have all the men right there.
It's about damn time they figured out how to do that.
With circles, their name, their age maybe, and their occupation. I was like, what? It shows Chris Harrison first, and then I think Claire, and then Tayshia. It's the cast. If you go to the cast of The Bachelorette.
Got it. I'm on it.
So then they stop everything, and they bring back in Claire and Dale. Why?
Ugh. I know. That was really annoying. Also, just real quick on the episode from last week, when it's like proposal time, and Claire's like standing there, and then Chris comes in, and he's like, I have something to tell you. And then he's like, we're so proud of you. I was like, that's fucking jacked up. But then...
Agreed.
That was messed up. And then, yeah, like cutting off in the middle and then going to Dale and Claire. I was like, really? No.
Yeah. And nothing really happens. She cries.
Nothing happened.
She loves him. He loves her. They didn't talk before. I
fast-forwarded.
Yeah, I did a lot.
She wants babies, and his poor little face got like all like, yeah, babies.
Well, she is my age, and if I wanted children, it would be getting close to a time where it wouldn't be able to happen anymore.
You be seeing my doctors.
Yeah.
The high risk.
Yeah. Because it's geriatric after 35, right?
I was going to say, they call it geriatric.
Yeah. I hate that word.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. My boss had twins, and that's what they called her, was geriatric, and she was telling me how she almost punched her OBGYN.
Yeah. It's insane. But anywho's. So then we go to the first group date, which Spencer is on, with Blake, Riley, Zach, Jordan, Noah, Peter, Kenny, Jay, and Easy.
Before that, she had to give out a first impression rose.
Did that happen before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Because it was like the cocktail party.
That's right.
That she canceled, and then they didn't she had the cocktail party. She didn't have the rose ceremony.
I didn't take good notes.
Yeah.
And Spencer got the first impression, right?
Yeah, Spencer got the first impression.
I like him.
That's when Pat said this is rigged.
Yeah. I agree. But then they go to the pool party for the group date, and Tasha pops out of the pool like a damn movie scene.
Yeah.
And her boobs were huge.
Yeah.
They probably look like Ashley's do right now.
Her boobs are looking good.
Are you talking about Ashley or Tasha?
No, I'm talking about Tasha.
By the way, did I mention that the wine that I'm drinking is an equivalent to 1 full bottle of wine?
Oh.
Are you feeling it?
So are you actually going to feel it?
Yeah, I haven't eaten much today.
Oh. This could be fun.
No,
keep drinking.
Because when she drinks too much, she calls me the B word.
I haven't called you the B word yet, but I did comment on Ashley's boobs.
That's true. That's true.
But I would have done that if I was completely sober, so.
Yeah.
They do look good in a lot of shirts right now, I will say.
You should be taking lots of selfies.
Yeah. Look good cleavage right now.
With just pushing them up, it'll be great.
All right, squirrel?
Yeah.
So we're at the pool. They're going to play a little game called Splash Ball, which is just basketball in the pool.
Yeah, that was stupid. I hated the whole thing. I mostly fast-forwarded.
I felt like this was a leftover activity from Claire.
Yeah,
but at least they got to wear underwear.
Yeah, Speedos. And the camera shots really didn't show anything. So there weren't any black boxes. Not that I was looking. But then Riley elbowed Spencer in the face.
Yes.
That was mean.
He was bleeding and being a bitch. Where Nick was sitting there going, "Oh, what the fuck? You just suck it up. And then you just go back and play. You don't need a Band-Aid, you stupid bitch." I was like, oh, okay.
All right. So then we go to the cocktail party, yes?
Yeah.
Do you have any other notes?
No, but only half of them won. So poor little Blake was on the losing team yet again.
Yeah.
Who, although I liked him in the beginning, he's getting to be a little bit of a whiny bitch, and I kind of hate it.
I still like him.
But they didn't show. So the 5 won, 5 didn't win, and the 5 that won got to have burgers and brats or whatever with Tasha. But they didn't show any of that, did they?
That's because they can't show when they actually eat the food.
Because of Amber.
Yes.
Amber, that letter you wrote ABC, it really went far.
Exactly.
Right.
One more fucker eating in the goddamn microphone, I'm going to blow something up.
So then we go to the cocktail party, and the guys really show that they don't like Spencer either. No.
Which cocktail party are you talking about? The group cocktail party, or are you talking about the eve? Okay, I just want to make sure.
I am still in line,
confused.
right? Group date day event, group date,
and then group
cocktail
date night
party.
Event. When you say cocktail party, I think of right before the rose ceremony. So my mind was all confused.
Sorry. Yes.
Fine.
Yes. And someone compared him to a sandwich, a fried bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, I might have fast forwarded.
Yeah, because he was saying that just his attitude that
Riley,
how he came in, he was going to be eaten up like a sandwich.
And when it came to give out the group date rose, she teased us. She's like, Spencer, ba 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 ba, and so ba 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 ba. But Easy, here's the group date rose.
I love Easy.
I do too.
I do too.
So there's some Reddit chatter about someone filing some sexual assault charges against him.
I'd let him sexual assault me.
Amber.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at that.
We got to throw a little humor in there every now and then. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
I like Easy. I think I don't know.
do like
and
him.
they get so giddy with each other. I love it.
Yes. And then we have Jason, who is in love with Claire. How?
Yeah.
How is he in love with Claire? They had one date. One one-on-one.
get it.
He opened up a little bit, but love?
I know. It seemed a little...
Well, how are Dale and Claire in love and they never even like...
So we didn't talk about that because we didn't go into the original episode.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I really thought you didn't want to talk about Claire.
I don't want to talk about Claire, but at the same time, I had a lot of opinions regarding that episode was last week.
Okay, let's go back.
Because, they didn't talk before, but she stalked all of her men on Instagram. She already had preconceived notions as to what these men were like and how they were. I honestly feel like that was completely against her, I
felt like that was cheating.
Contract. Yeah, she already knew what she saw on Instagram, which we all know is a lot of times a highlight reel. Mm-hmm. So she already saw what she really liked in him, in Dale, beforehand. She set herself up, and that is the only reason I think that they had that connection. I'm not saying they didn't have a connection when they got out of the limos and met each other for the first time, but I think that she set herself up, and she already knew that was going to be her husband, and she fucked herself. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad they got rid of her because I would much rather see Tayshia doing this, but I still thought it was all jacked.
So Jason,
I don't care.
Can we go back to current?
Yes.
Okay. Jason excuses himself, and it kind of sends Tayshia into a bit of a spiral. This is what I was afraid of.
Yeah, but he also even tells her, so I get that that's what she's afraid of, and that's where she's like,
he was great.
Well,
Yeah.
But he was really great, and he was also nobody else feels that way, which is completely true. Except for Blake, I'm not so sure about. But all of them were
Blake bought a book to read up on a dementia so he could talk to Claire about her mom's disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little much.
Yeah, I felt like he was what is it? Stage 2 clinger?
Clinger? Yeah. Stage 5 clinger.
Yeah.
Stage 5.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then we go to our first one-on-one date, which it's Brendan.
I thought that was an odd choice.
I agree, but I'm not Tayshia.
I don't know that it was Tayshia's choice.
I accidentally clicked on a spoiler link.
Stop. Not allowed.
Why, Ashley?
I'm not gonna say anything, but all I'm gonna say is by the end of this, we're all gonna understand a little bit more why she was so attracted to JPJ.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, yeah, you just wait.
I did Google her ex-husband. Couldn't find much. I found his Insta.
You did?
Yeah.
What does he look like?
He, kind of like a JPJ meet, but a little bit more muscular. Amber, get on that and send Ashley the picture. Now. Okay.
That's what I was going to do.
So, Brendan and Tayshia, they go horseback riding, and I really thought it was so cute. The way Chris Harrison kept popping up.
I know, I love that.
Okay, good. I was
hilarious.
Amber's going to tear me apart when I say that's cute.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's JPJ, but not goofy. He looks like... Yeah, he's cute.
And so, I like that Chris is, way more involved this year, it feels like.
He kind of has to be. He's quarantined with them.
Right.
He can't leave.
He's I'm bored.
Right?
I mean, until he does. And then we see what's-her-face come in.
Huh?
Joelle Fletcher. She comes in hosts for a week or two.
Oh, right. But that hasn't happened yet.
I know. I'm just saying until we see it.
Right. So
That's why I said until.
Sometimes you talk a little fast for this Southern girl.
Right.
He gives him margaritas. He offers him ice cream. I think there was some coconut water. I just thought that was adorable. I do too. He's so funny. If you've ever listened to him on Caitlin's podcast or any of the other podcasts, I just really like him.
I know. That's my last comment for this episode was Chris was the star of the show.
At dinner, after the Chris Harrison piece, we find out that Brendan has also been divorced, and Tasha shares that she too has been divorced. Yeah.
Which
so
I thought was really interesting that it doesn't seem like many of these guys watch Colton season or watch Bachelor in Paradise. They don't really know who she is, which is kind of cool.
He was like, she might, I'm not sure how this is going to go. She might kick me out. And he was all concerned. And I was like, dude, she's been married before.
Yeah. I was like, she's going to be fine with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's The Bachelorette. We're all happy Tasha's back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I have not always been a fan of Tasha either, but I love her so much more than Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I agree.
It was such a bad choice with Claire.
So what are you guys watching and listening to?
Oh, so I started watching one of the new shows on at whatever prime time. I don't know what they call it. But I started watching Be Positive.
I saw hilarious. That. Is it?
Oh, I heard it was really good.
I might have to go back to the app and watch it.
I thought it was funny, but that's just me.
I'm going to check it out.
I love it.
Ashley, what are you watching? Some documentary, smart show?
No, nothing.
You always make me feel less educated.
We really haven't been watching anything because...
See, that's even worse than education TV. It's like,
I know.
We're too busy living life to watch television.
I'm just trying to get out of moving boxes.
Mm-hmm.
That is my goal right now.
Well, I gotta say, Young Sheldon is back. Grey's is going to be back soon. Mom is back, but...
what's her face isn't on it? Anna Faris?
Anna Faris left, and they just wrote her out as though she went off to Georgetown Law School. I still love who played her mom, and it's a great show, and Jamie Presley's in it. I love that.
Well, and I think that oh my god, I'm forgetting her name. Who's the most recent that just got out of jail like a year or two ago? That was living with Mary.
Oh. Yes.
I don't remember her name right now, but I love her character. I think it's carrying the show really well, and she's so funny.
So the first episode of this season kind of focuses on her.
I wouldn't know because our frickin' DVR recorded this random channel. And
that's why you need to use the apps.
Right? So I believe it was on during the election. And I had to go to the app to watch Mom. I'm sorry. I really did. I wasn't going to say it, but yes. Okay. Cool. Steve and I have also discovered The Good Witch, which is a show from Hallmark, but it's an episode show, and we really love it. Steve even loves it. He's the one that's like, let's watch The Good Witch.
Who's in it?
The lady from JAG, and then the guy that played Mike Delfino on Desperate Housewives.
It's a
I know neither of those.
Show.
Thank you. I was like, I know neither of those people.
It's going to be nobodies or previous somebodies.
I really like it. What are you guys listening to? I already told you I'm listening to the Colton Underwood book.
I'm listening to Christmas music, Nick.
Yeah, the Carrie Underwood DVD or album is really good for Christmas music. I love it. It's great because it's not traditional Christmas music.
I'll have to look it up. I do.
It's really good.
So I would say Christmas is probably the number one time where I actually listen to people's albums. Casey Musgraves, I know it's a few years old, but hers is one of my favorite Christmas albums.
Christmas albums are timeless. It doesn't have to be new.
I still listen to 98 Degrees and NSYNC, guys.
Oh, yeah, NSYNC, totally.
I like the New Kids on the Block
album was
tape.
so good.
I have the New Kids on the Block tape. You can listen to it on DVD or CD now, but I have the New Kids on the Block tape. I like A Very Funky Christmas. It's very good.
Also, Pentatonics.
Oh, they're really good.
Always.
I love their stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think that's it. We got your positive Polly?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I may have said this one before, but I love it because I also think that it goes really well right now in our society. So, Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing themselves.
Amen.
Yep.
Number 13 of our little wine book. When poured, the wine should fill about 1/3 of the glass or less. This leaves plenty of room to swill the liquid about gently so that it will mix with oxygen in the air and develop its flavors more fully. Ashley's dancing.
No, I was mixing my glass swilling? And like the viscosity of it was my fake glass. I should tell everyone.
Right.
Just my hand.
Yeah. Out. So is someone washing something in the background, Ashley?
Yeah. Sorry. No, we're cooking.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh.
It sounds like you're in a hibachi restaurant.
Yeah, it really did.
And he's making hibachi.
Well, he's doing good, obviously.
That's the number one thing. Like January 16th, I will be eating a medium rare steak.
Yes.
Yes. The CMAs are on tonight, so I'm glad that we recorded early because they still haven't. They may have started at 6. I don't even know. The DVR is catching it, but make sure and go watch the CMAs, guys. We probably won't talk about it on the next podcast because it'll be 2 weeks from now, but yeah. What, Amber?
Nothing. It's just funny.
I do like the every 2 weeks schedule.
I do like it as better as well.
My work changed and it's crazy. And Amber's crazy and Ashley's building houses and growing babies. So
I'm just excited to be back.
It's a lot of work.
We are so happy to have you back.
Yeah. Pat goes, are we having a second one? I was like,
whoa.
Yeah, I think so.
Whoa.
Well, no, just like, because like the first one, like there's just lots of little things. Pregnancy.
After you heal, you got to get right back into it, Ashley.
Right.
Or we're going to try it for Irish twins. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. No. Oh my God, if you end up with twins the second time you guys try, I'm going to laugh so hard.
So hard.
I'm also
it doesn't run in my family, but
I hope that you get twin girls because Pat would hate life.
Oh, I want a boy. I want a boy too.
Or a healthy baby.
You've met both of our husbands, right?
No, I'm having a girl right now, so I'm saying I want a boy as well.
Right. Yeah, I know. But you've met both of our husbands, and they're very similar to each other, Ashley. You really want another one of them in the world?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, because they're not going to turn out the same. Apples and trees are not always the same.
Oh, yeah. Okay. On that note... Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back in a couple weeks. Feel free to reach out to us. Like, subscribe, share, rate, review, all the things. Okay, bye.
Bye.